Every night, after the world had fallen into quiet slumber, a wanderer would walk among the stars. The wanderer wasn't from Earth. He was from a world far beyond, where the stars were so close that you could almost reach out and touch them. His home was a place of endless skies and floating islands, where light never dimmed, and people lived without fear of the dark. But despite the beauty of his world, the wanderer never stayed in one place for long. He had always felt a pull, an invisible thread that led him on, drawing him deeper into the vastness of the cosmos. He didn't mind the solitude. In fact, he often found comfort in the stillness of the night, in the gentle hum of the universe as it whispered to him. The stars had their own songs, and if you listened closely enough, they would tell stories, tales of ancient worlds, of forgotten places, and of those who, like him, traveled through the stars, searching for something they could not name. One night, as he drifted through the sky, the wanderer felt something different. There was a faint, barely audible sound, a whisper carried on the cosmic winds. He followed the sound, curious, until it led him to a small blue planet nestled in a quiet corner of the galaxy. As he hovered above the planet, the whisper grew clearer. It was the voice of a child, lying awake in bed, her eyes wide open as she stared at the darkened ceiling. Her thoughts were loud, full of questions she didn't know how to answer. "I wish I wasn't so afraid of the dark," she whispered into the stillness. The wanderer felt the child's fear. It was a feeling he had encountered many times in his travels. This deep, gnawing fear of the unknown, of what lay hidden beyond the reach of light. He floated closer, unseen, his form blending into the quiet sky. The stars continued to sing their distant songs, but the wanderer's attention was fixed on the small, frightened voice below. For a moment, he hesitated, unsure of what to say, what comfort he could offer. After all, he had wandered the universe for so long that he had almost forgotten what it felt like to be afraid. But then he remembered something the stars had once whispered to him, long ago. With a soft thought, he sent a message down to the child, as gentle as a breeze. The dark is not something to fear. It's simply a place that waits for the light to arrive. The child blinked, her wide eyes softening as the words settled in her heart. She wasn't sure where the thought had come from, whether it had been a dream or a passing moment of clarity. But it felt like a comforting hand, resting gently on her shoulder, reassuring her that she wasn't alone. The darkness no longer seemed so vast or so frightening. It felt different now, like a quiet space that waited patiently for the dawn. The child let out a soft sigh and closed her eyes. The fear slowly unraveling, leaving her with a sense of peace. Far above, the wanderer watched as the child drifted into sleep, her breathing deep and even. He smiled softly to himself and continued his journey through the stars, the whisper of her voice fading into the background of the universe's song. There were many like her, he knew, people who lay awake at night, their minds spinning with questions, their hearts heavy with worry. The wanderer had crossed paths with many of them in his travels, and though he never lingered long, he always left behind a quiet reminder, a small thread of comfort to help them through the night. After all, the stars would always shine, and the darkness would always give way to the light. It was just a matter of time. And as the wanderer drifted further into the quiet expanse of space, he hummed along to the song of the stars, knowing that, for tonight at least, he had made the darkness just a little less lonely for someone far below. Now, As you lie here, feeling the gentle weight of sleep drawing near, remember the wanderer's words. The dark is simply a place waiting for the light to arrive. You are not alone in the night. The stars are always watching, softly shining their light for you. Let your body relax fully into the bed, and let your thoughts float, as weightless as the stars above. There is no need to rush. Sleep will come, gently, as the night wraps around you. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel the calm of the night settle within you. The stars will keep watch. You are safe. You are loved. And tonight, the universe is here to help guide you to peaceful rest. Good night.